Hello students, welcome to standard 11 subject mathematics chapter 1 sets. This is now lecture number 5. In last lecture we have understood about the subsets and related terms we understood and examples we have seen subsets. Now we will see the intervals as subsets of R. That subsets as interval we will denote it now. Intervals, you understand it? Let A and B belongs to R, A, B belongs to R. That means any real number. R is for real number here. In maths you know as R is for the set of real numbers. So in that two numbers we are selecting, that is A and B belongs to R, it is real number. And in that also A is less than B. That A is 7 and B is 25, like that. So A and B belongs to R, A is less than B. B number is greater than A, that means, and A is less than B. Then the set of real numbers, if we write the set of real numbers as the set of Y or X or any alphabet you know to denote the elements of the set, Y is used here. And Y running in this condition like Y is such that A less than Y less than B. A less than Y less than B means this Y is greater than A but less than B is called an open interval. This is called an open interval and denoted by, this is open interval AB. This is AB in open interval. This type of bracket is called open interval AB. And what it means, all the points between A and B, like for example I told, let A is 7 and B is 20. So all the numbers which is greater than 7 and less than 20 will come in this interval. So all the points between A and B, that is 7 and 20 for example, belongs to open interval AB, but AB themselves do not belong to open interval AB. Means 7 and 20 we don't have to take, but between numbers we have to take. So between A and B, all the numbers we have to take, but don't take A and B. A and B themselves do not belong to open interval AB. This is open interval. Intervals one of the type. And now the intervals which contains the endpoints also, these are called endpoints A and B. So we can define that type of intervals also which contains endpoints also. Means if you want to contain A and B also, if you want to include A and B also, so that type of interval is called closed interval, in which endpoints are not included, that is called open interval. If endpoints are included, it is called closed interval, and it is denoted by, this is called closed interval AB by big brackets. By small bracket open interval is shown, and by big bracket closed interval is shown. In this means the A and B, between that all the numbers will be with A and B also. Means endpoints also we have to include in this type of bracket. So this will be closed interval AB is defined as a set as X such that X A less than or equal to X less than or equal to B. Means this is including all the numbers which are A or greater than A and B and or less than B. All the numbers will be there in this interval with A and B also. With A and B and between A and B, all the numbers include this interval. So it is called closed interval and denoted by big bracket A. Now, intervals closed at one end and open at the other. This type of also intervals we have, in which not both the sides open or both the sides closed. One side open and one side closed. That type of brackets that type of intervals we will see. Like here, it is closed sign, closed bracket A, B, open. That means X such that X in this all the numbers will be like with the condition X such that A less than or equal to X less than B, means A or greater than B numbers will come, and B less than B numbers only, means closed interval side number A, this endpoint is there in the interval, but this B is not in the interval, excluding. But between A and B, all the number comes. So A less than or equal to X less than B it is including A but excluding B, and as well as all between numbers are also there. Now open interval A, B and closed. Open A, B closed. That means this is the set as defined as x is that A less than x less than or equal to B. Means all the numbers in this interval will be greater than A and less than B as well as B also. Because B side it is closed. So B endpoint, last endpoint is including but A is excluding. So here we have including B. B is including means B is there in the set, but excluding A is not there. And between A and B all the numbers are there. So this way one side, one end is closed and one end is open, that type of brackets also, that type of intervals also we have, and its meanings are there in the set form. For the set of the real numbers are, if A equals to, for the set if I say A equals to minus 3, 5, open interval, means minus 3 and 5, between that all the real numbers are present in this A. And in B, close interval minus 7, 9, that means minus 7 and minus 9, between that all the numbers as well as minus 7 and 9 also included in this set. So as you can understand, in this minus 7 and 9 interval, this minus 3 and 5 also comes. So here all the elements of A are in B, so you can say A subset B in set form, right? In interval form, the set is denoted A subset B. Here for the real number line, if I draw here, as you know, the real number line is between 0 and this side the positive infinity and minus infinity, minus 1, minus 2 and so on numbers. Here 1, 2 and so on number plus positive. So here close interval 0 to infinity, close interval 0 to infinity, 0 to infinity sides. It is all the positive number having numbers, means non-negative real numbers. So therefore this interval denotes the set of all non-negative real numbers on the right side of 0 with 0, all non-negative real numbers. And here open interval minus infinity to 0, it is open interval 0 is less than 0 and to the minus infinity side all the numbers are negative numbers, so it is called the set of negative real numbers. That's set of the 0, right? Similarly, minus infinity to plus infinity means all the real numbers comes, the set of real numbers in relation to the line extending from minus infinity to plus infinity. So this way these intervals are showing some set of the real numbers. Intervals are the subsets of real numbers we see. Now on real number line, this is like the line real number 9. Intervals as subsets of R we denote. So all 4 types of intervals we have seen here. Open interval on both the sides, close interval on both the sides, close open and open close. So all we have shown on the number line here. As you can see, these are the parts of number line in which this A and B points are given with the A less than B, as we have assumed in the first. A and B belongs to R, A less than B. So A is on left side, B is on right side, A less than B. So if you are talking about A and B between these all the numbers, this is the part of all the numbers between A and B, excluding A and excluding B, means A and B are not considered. So it is denoted by open interval AB, in which all the number comes between A and B but not coming A and B. They are not included. In this type of closed interval AB, all the numbers between A and B also comes, and as well as this A and B point also included in this type of interval. So it is filled. A and B also included in this interval. In this close A and B open, that means all the numbers between A and B as well as A but not B, including A, excluding B, and all the numbers B side it is closed, but A side is open, so A is excluded here. Means in short, in open interval AB, A and B both are excluded. Between numbers only A and B, between numbers only we have to consider. In closed interval AB, we have to take all numbers between A and B as well as endpoints also. A and B is also included. In closed A, open B, A is included. Between A and B, all the numbers included, but B is excluded. In open A and B closed, A is excluded, so A is open here. No, don't take A, but all the numbers between A and B we have to take, as well as B also we have to include. So this way all the 4 types of intervals we have seen on the number line also, real number line also, presentation how to represent. For example, the set x such that x belongs to R minus 5 less than x less than or equal to 7. So this side minus 5 side it is open and 7 side closed can be written in the interval as open minus 5 and 7 close. And the interval similarly in the next example, close minus 3 5 means minus 3 we have to include and 5 is excluded, and all between numbers can be written as the set as x such that x minus 3 less than or equal to x. If the number is minus 3 or greater than or equal to minus 3 but less than 5, just don't take 5, less than 5 numbers we will take in this set. So this type of all the 4 types of intervals as a subset of real number we have seen. Now the number b minus a means here, if we take the range of b minus a is called the length of any of the interval. In all the 4 types, if you are asked what is the length of the set or what is the length of the interval, so length of any interval is obtained by b minus a. B minus a, if you do all the type of intervals, it will be the length of the interval. Right? Next is power set, the next definition we have. So for example, this also once recall, for example, b minus a, the length of any of intervals, this length of this interval will be minus 3 5 is there. So a is minus 3 and b is 5. So 5 minus minus 3. It will be 8. So 8 will be the length of this interval. Similarly, for minus 5 7, what is the length of this interval? 7 minus minus 5, which is 7 plus 5 is 12. So 12 will be the length of this interval. So this length, the examples we can understand with the above given some examples. We are finding the length of any interval. Okay, next is power set. Next definition. So it is the collection of all the subsets of a set. You know the set is given. If any set is given as A, you can first find its all the subsets. You know in earlier classes you know how to find the subsets. And now these all the subsets, if you make the set of all these subsets, if you make the big set of all these subsets containing elements as, so the collection of all the subsets of a set A is called, then that big set, which is collection of all the subsets of set A, is called the power set of A. It is denoted by PA, that is power set of A. In PA, every element is a set. See for example, if a set A is 1 2, then power set of A means the set of the collection of all the subsets. So all the subsets of 1 2, as 5 is a subset of every set. First is 5. Then each 1 element is the subset. 1 as a set is a subset of this. 2 as a set is a subset of 1 2, and 1 2 itself is also a subset. So 1 5, set 1, set 2, set 1 2. All these are subsets of set 1 2. So set of all these subsets is called power set of A. And you can see here each of the element of this power set of A are sets. So every element is a set in power set. Now here one more thing you note down here. Number of elements in power set A, it is noted by NPA. NPA shows the number of elements in power set A. You can count here 1 2 3 4 elements in the power set of A is 4, and it is actually 2 square. So in general, if A is a set with number of elements in A are m, then number of elements in power set of A is equal to 2 raised to n. So always to get the number of elements in the power set, what you have to do? 2 raised to that number which is denoting the number of elements in a set. So number of elements in a set is here 2. So we have written 2 raised to this 2, m as 2. So it is 4 given. So in general, if the set A has m elements, to get the number of elements in power set of A, 2 raised to that m we have to place, and we will get the number of elements in the power set of. Next is universal set. So universal set means it includes all the subsets and all the related things. So here we define it in a particular context. Means if you want to study about anything, we have to deal with elements and subsets of basic set. One basic set we have to assume, we have to take, and about its elements and about its subsets only we are studying. Means under that basic set we are studying everything. So again, in a particular context, we have to deal with elements and subsets of a basic set. Of a basic set, we are all talking about the elements of that basic set and the subsets of that basic set, which is relevant to the particular context. And this basic set must be relevant with the particular context. Then this basic set is called the universal set and denoted by a capital U. For example, in human population studies, means if we are studying about, we are interested to study about the human population. So our universal set will be all the people in the world. That is, the universal set consists of all the people in the world, because we are going to study about the human population. One more example, if I say, if you want to talk about the integers, if you want to talk about the natural numbers, so all these natural numbers and integers comes in real numbers. So a real number becomes the universal set. As we have seen the relation in the last lecture, that natural number n is a subset of z, is a subset of q, is a subset of r. So our r means real number becomes the universal set for the study of natural number, for the study of integers, for the study of rational numbers, for the study of irrational number also. The real number becomes the universal set, because in that universal set, because in that real number r, all these n, z and q comes in that. They are the subset of it, and their elements are the elements of the real number. So this way the universal set we can define. Now, understanding about the intervals as a subset of R and power set and universal set, the next we have as exercise 1.3. In that you will find all the questions related to this knowledge, and before this also subsets about that also. The questions you will find, the examples we have seen in the last lecture, that about examples related questions also you will get in this exercise 1.3. So it is homework to solve and complete exercise 1.3. Thank you.